So it's not entirely looking the greatest for Juice WRLD's Party Never Ends album, because we are now expecting delays up to about 3 months on this project. And a lot of that has to do with because Juice's team is at war right now and there's a lot of stuff to sort out. But here we are in March with no album, and it just almost feels like we have another failed rollout to add into the bunch of those that we've had. And it almost feels like we're back at square one again and we have to restart. But at least Pete went live on Instagram, a 30-minute Instagram live. I'll basically give you a summary of all of it. With him and a bit of the community as well joined the Instagram live. Pete basically said that the album was 99% done and that it actually was supposed to be releasing in January. The problem is that there was album songs right when they got done with the album that started leaking, like Oxy in the Dark and Muddy. Oxy in the Dark was actually the intro to the project at the time. Pete even mentioned that Biscotti was, or maybe still is, on this album. And also he was asked about the song Extra, which is one that's not on the album, unfortunately. Pete said that this album is basically going to be a mix of unheard songs with a tad bit of leaks and only a handful of features of people who actually worked with the Juice WRLD before, and that the album is turned up for the most part, he says, but he's still going to find a way to find those kind of like typical, sadder Juice songs. Juice still covered heavy topics in his music a lot, so I think the goal and the whole sound of it, I think, is going to be a variety, but he says it's still kind of turned up throughout the whole project, so I hope that the album is sequenced well, put together well, and like there's nothing wrong with having not that many features or none at all. And to go back to the cover art, the Murakami one that was leaked basically last year, I don't know if Murakami's still gonna do it because he was working on a lot of the creative side of things. They're gonna have to redo the cover, so that's also a new restarted process. Pete and Grade A said that they're still planning on releasing more Juice music, even though this is gonna be the final album. We could still get older SoundCloud stuff later on in the future on some special dates, or we're still gonna be getting a Grade A album which will have some Juice WRLD songs on it. But the biggest thing that we learned is that Pete said basically we're gonna have to wait like 3 more months because there's a lot of stuff to unpack and fix right now to get this album out. So at least we got that, and it's not like we're sitting here with thinking that the album's gonna be dropping soon still or anything like that, or what the whole rollout is gonna end up being. I mean, we're gonna be looking at a summer album as of right now, probably like June or July, and there's gonna be a lot to fix in this rollout because we're basically gonna have to restart again. But then to actually get into the whole Juice's team is not really getting together and cooperating right now, is because we're kind of split half and half. We have Pete calling out Max Lord as saying that he needs to stop leaking the songs and that he leaked Oxy in the Dark and Muddy for money. Of course, Max Lord was going to respond to that, this is all on Academic's page. As you can see right here, the story where he called him out and then Max Lord's comment over here. I'm not going to really read the top part, basically to summarize it, what the names of the songs actually were, not the snippet names, and he really couldn't get a hold of Pete in the first place. But basically up here, I thought this is funny. Keep printing your merch instead of music, buddy. Max said that he finished the album 2 years ago, before when they started working on it, and y'all scrapped it for Benny Blanco, which we were pretty aware that Benny Blanco has taken over in recent months for this album, which I feel like has caused a lot of tension, and that might even be one of the main reasons why this is all happening anyway. I tried to hit you up directly, but you just go online and spew lies about BS. Max Lord respects Bibby and G Money, but Pete is a bitch. I'm not here to like pick sides in this Juice WRLD's label and team civil war that's been going on, because I want Max Lord to be on the album and be a part of it because he was the right hand man to Juice WRLD, every day recording songs with him. But at the same time, I don't know why we switched over to Benny Blanco. I feel like that's obviously caused so many problems with this album, and it's just sad to see that we're not on the same page and we can't celebrate this final album, because I'm not siding with anybody, man. I'm just a fan. I'm siding with Juice WRLD and his music that I want released, just like millions of other people waiting on this album. It's like such a big mess of this album rollout. It's really sad, unfortunately, that we're sitting here right now, March of 2024, with literally no album and no album in sight for the next few months until things can get figured out. Hopefully more like positive updates are coming soon here on this project, because I want to make more Juice videos. Hopefully they're music related more instead of drama related. Other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. That's pretty much everything that's gone down. Let me know in the comments down below if I missed anything. But I have a second channel. Make sure you guys are subscribing there on this channel as well. I have a Twitter, Instagram. Go check me out there, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.